Hello everybody, hope you're alright. I'm just enjoying my muck coffee. We'll come on to that in just a minute. But today's video should be quite muck interesting indeed. This is a Barry Tries video. If you've missed any other Barry Tries, do have a Barrathon. Check out the whole playlist at the end of this video. So this one today, maybe it should have been an Ask Barry because it was requested by one of you guys. It's a recipe that originates in 2012, except when it was submitted on my contact form on the website, you didn't put a name, so it just came through Anon, which is short for anonymous, or maybe it was Akon and he just spelt his name wrong. Remember that singer a few years ago?
Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely, I have nobody except my pugs. Don't lick my face, I keep telling you that, mate, come on.
Yep, so I was sent a link to a website called cupcakeproject.com, and on there is some cupcake chicken nuggets. And this sounds weird, but it also interests me. The fact it's basically like a fried breadcrumbed in cake. This morning I'm really excited for it, and it's almost like a sign because I was walking the dogs this morning and this happened. I'm out walking the dogs by this busy main road, and I've actually found an authentic chicken McNugget box on the side of the road. I was thinking of doing that anyway. It was just randomly, of all the things I've seen on my dog walk, and trust me, I've seen a lot of things. I see a McNugget box. That was a 21, I only wanted like a 6 one, so I went to McDonald's. It's a bit random one. You can't do chicken nuggets this time of morning, can you?
No, we can't play. It's half time, is it, Jane?
Ah, right. It's not, you don't have a spare chicken nugget box I could borrow, do you? Or take away?
Like a pot.
Yeah, just like a 6 one or something like that.
Fine.
Back from McDonald's. I've got my nugget box.
Back from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes it authentic. I've got a coffee and also had a flatbread, but that's all for research, honest.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, so while I was there, I ended up getting a flatbread, which was actually quite naughty, but it was all right, and a coffee. Oh, but most importantly, of course, I also got my nugget box. You could kind of look at this as like a fried cake pop without a stick. So it's a fried cake, because it's not a pop, it's not a stick, it's not a popsicle, it's fried cake. And I don't know why, but it just sounds really interesting, and I might try fries as well at the end. We'll see how we go, okay? I've got an idea. But first of all, we need to make the seasony breadcrumb thing, apparently. Okay, so I went out also and bought loads of vanilla sponge cakes this morning, or you could just make one massive one yourself if you want. Some of these are gonna be used now, and some are gonna be used to make the nugs. All right, so there's one. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna take off the nice bit. I actually love that part of the cake where it's been browned, you know? This is not essential, but I'm just trying to give it a nice consistent colour. I'll be doing this a lot, actually. It kind of looks like a block of cheese now, doesn't it? But all I'm gonna do for these is cut them into fairly even wedges. And then we'll go down this way, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, I could cut them up more, but effectively these are going to be our flavoured breadcrumbs, which we actually need to flavour a bit more than cake. Isn't that even possible, other than icing? You're damn right it is. That's right, we are getting a big mixing bowl. Oh, and thanks to the guy that tweeted me a link for the big plastic mixing bowl. You know I broke my other one? I've got 2 big ones on the way. You'll see it soon. And the cake is going in. Do you know what? I'm going to make some more. Really nice. So what we're gonna do is add in some brown sugar and some cinnamon to give it some color and some, well, I guess added sweetness, because cake needs more sweetness, doesn't it, Boston? Don't look away from me. But I'm just gonna mix this through. Oh, actually, I wanna get my hand in there. Oh, that feels really nice. Oh my gosh. But you can see if I just adjust my focus, oh, it's the wrong way. There you go. It's sort of nice and dusted now and coated. All right, guys. So the oven, we are put into a very low 120C fan, which is 140C, to sort of slowly cook them. We don't want to burn them, but we want to dry these out to kind of give them like a crummy texture. Yep, so what I'm going to do is take these and spread them out onto this lined baking tray. Oh my gosh, they smell amazing. And of course, you didn't really need to cut them into chunks like this. It just made it easier to coat them individually. We could have just done them in like big thick slabs, or just drenched a whole cake in there, because we're going to whiz this all up anyway. All right, I'm really happy with that. We're just waiting for the oven to preheat, which should be any minute now. If you haven't seen it actually, McDonald's and I do have some history. I actually went to where they make McNuggets. This was about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. and where they make their French fries. And it was actually quite a fun video. So if you haven't seen that one, do check it out. Oven did just preheat. Yeah, with that McDonald's video, I've never told anyone this before, and I don't think I probably should. But when I agreed to do that video, I said to them, if I don't get a question answered or don't get to be shown where I want to be seen and get to talk and tell people what I think, I'm not doing the video or won't put it up. And they agreed to it. So yeah, fair play to them. I think they do get, you know, a little bit of stick, don't they? But hey ho, these are going in for about an hour apparently, and about halfway through we spin them round so they dry out and evenly get crunchy. So this, what we're baking right here, is more of the coating, as I say. So we really need to make the chicken. You've heard of Shaun the sheep. This is some Shaun the cake. This is cake that I've shorn or shaved or sliced or chopped, just like you saw before. But what I'm gonna do, I feel like this gives me a slightly wider area than that side. I'm gonna take, I think, about an inch slice out of it like that, okay? All right, cool. And any of the spare bits of cake left over, don't chuck it out, all right? I've got a huge bowl over there. Make cake pops with it. So all I'm gonna do is make like a rough sort of nugget shape. I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, let's just go for like a standard disc like that. Almost looks like an egg, just a little bit of a wonky egg. Just something like that. I like that. And bear in mind, it will get thicker because we are gonna put our crumbs on as well. So maybe I might have made these a teeny bit too fat, but hey, I love my fat nuggets. I'm just basically gonna do this loads, but I wanna show you something else. There's a cake here in the UK. I'm not sure if you guys get it. It's called, I forgot what it's called, angel cake, okay? So it's a cake in 3 different colored laces with layers, 3 different colored layers, pink, standard, and then yellow at the top. A little bit like the Battenberg in a way, but like a horizontal one. And it's icing holding it together. Now you see, the top yellow layer of icing then, I thought we could try and make fries with that. Well, if this does work, I'm gonna be really gutted because I didn't go get a fries box. So yeah, it's nice and chilled. Hopefully, yeah, the yellow layer will just peel off like this. No, look at that. But French fries, McDonald's fries, are very, very thin, so this might not work. Oh, that's really nice and firm. Just to shave off the frosting. Take the ends off. Although in a strange way, that might look rustic. It might make it look more potato-y. And then we want to get rid of that whole crust. So I'm kind of left with quite a nice thin strip of yellow cake anyway. Yeah, so this one, I'm just going to halve it and take sort of matchstick slices out of it to give it that. Look at that, yeah. There we go. I'm actually really happy with that. But what I'm going to do is put them on their sides. You can see there's still a little fat like that. See, 1 or 2 all right? You all right tapping that cabinet? Yeah, they're just a little bit too wide at the moment. So if I just take a smidgen off like that. Yeah, this bit, again, is going to go in the cake pot bowl. That is better. Just a little bit off there. To make it a bit more square. French fries. So we're going to fry these as well. I think that's going to work. I've never fried cake before, I'm excited. If you sort of look with a squinty eye from afar, that does look a little bit like chicken nuggets and chips already, but I'll just show you what we've done. We've got the fries, they're looking really, really cool, just a bonus thing anyway. But the nuggets, I just want to show you here. The first ones that I sliced, in fact, this is the one that I showed you on camera, that's quite thick, isn't it? It's quite big, almost like a shoe. But then I cut them a bit thinner, so you can sort of see the comparison with something like that. That's about 1/3 thinner, a lot smaller, and I think this might be the way to go, but I guess we'll find out. Anyhow, it's been half an hour, so I'm going to shake up these crouton things. Oh, yes. It smells really autumnal in there. I just realised I haven't put a cutout today. They're up there having a rest. Oh, they're a little bit toasted actually, that's quite good. But it's hard to see if I'm going to turn them over really, so I'm just going to scatter them around a bit. And we'll push it a little longer. So we do want it crunchy. I've got to admit, I'm having a lot of fun today. I have no idea if this is going to work. The one thing I do know is make sure that these aren't piled on top of each other. Make sure they're all evenly spread. These are going to go back in the oven for another half an hour. Right, I'm just putting my coat on because we're waiting for those croutons to finish. We need dips. I would normally use these dipping pots, which are fine, but let's make it authentic. So just come back to McDonald's. There it is. just for authenticity to get the little dunking pots you get with your nuggets, all right? That's commitment. Literally just walked back in from the shop and the oven timer is going off. Timed to perfection. All right, behold my dipping pots. Mustard, brown sauce, ketchup, Nutella, kind of obvious, lemon curd, I like that. And this is raspberry jam, but it's seedless. I think that's probably the worst looking, but I really like Nutella. Whoops, drop one on the floor. Stay. They're crunchy. Oh, the cinnamon vibe in there is very autumnal, isn't it, guys? Huh? You like that? We're gonna whiz them up now. Yes. It's time to set up our dunking station. This is 100 grams of our whizzed up crumbs. I only know that because I just weighed it out. 100 grams of that and 100 grams of plain flour. And just like when we made the falafel the other day, a little bit of baking powder to give it some pop when we fry it. Nice. So we'll just mix this through. I was a bit worried then. It looked a little bit like white. But now it's starting to look a bit like a coating again. So get it all nice and incorporated, the flour right through there. Bingo. In this bowl is the wet stuff. 1 egg, shell optional, and some buttermilk apparently, not too much. Whisk. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna double that up. I've always got more if I need it, but this is gonna be what the cake dumps in to grip it to our crumbs. Bingo. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take a nugget, I'm gonna dunk it in the buttermilk eggy mixture with my wet hand, plonk it into the breadcrumb, then use my dry hand to scatter it on, lift it and sit it on the board. Do that with a few of the nuggets. The chips don't need anything done to them. So we might as well get our oil on. Randomly, this is the oil I used the other day with a falafel. But here we go then. I'm taking a piece of cake into the buttermilk mixture, and just kind of like when you're making any sort of battered stuff before, I'm shaking off any excess or excess, get it? Excess. And then I'm gonna just drop it in there and sprinkle it all on. Oh my gosh, that actually does look like a nugget. Look at that. And I'm gonna sit it down there and repeat that with my other ones. But just remember when you're doing this, Mr. Miyagi style, wax on, wax off, one wet, one dry. Honestly, these have turned out so good. If I was to say to you now, I'm making chicken nuggets and zoom right in on that, they do look like breaded nuggets. Honestly, I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm praying it does because I think this is going to be brilliant. I've got some wire wrap kitchen towel there for draining it off. My oil is hot. We'll test it. If it works, we'll do it. All right, let's do this. Oh my gosh, it's actually working. Oh my gosh. I can't even see, but it's working. Oh, this is brilliant. It's just getting a little bit golden brown now. We're getting those little bubbles in it. I can confirm this is not how they did it in the McDonald's factory. They make 3 million nuggets a day. But look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so bright in the kitchen. I'll get a close-up, but that is looking brilliant. The colour is fantastic as well. Here it comes. Oh, look at that. Oops. Yes. The only problem is, it is leaving quite a lot of crumbs in that oil. So I'm going to have to start working a bit quicker. I'm going to go for maybe batches of 3 or 4 at a time. You know what the really scary thing is? I actually want them to be chicken nuggets. I don't want them to be cake. I'm really craving nuggets now. But now, huh? You like that, Boston? The fries. This is just simply frying cake. This could work. The oil is a little bit dirty now. It's had a good, it's been used quite a few times now. But I've heard of fried Twinkies, so maybe this will work. We don't want to fry it as much. These are very delicate indeed. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to go with 1. Imagine if McDonald's literally just served 1 fry at a time. So all I'm looking to do is just fry the outer edge to get that just sort of golden brown bit on it. And also to add strength to it, because obviously it's just a strip of very weak cake right now. You could even add sugar onto it to make it look like salt. Oh, it's actually working. Oh my gosh. Oh, shiver me timbers, that has worked. Amy, we just made cake French fries. Are you not entertained? Folks, I need you to use your imagination right now. Because everything you see right here is not savoury. Hashtag not spawn. Cake, no chicken. McNuggets. Well, they're actually McCake guts. I actually put an extra G in because it sounded like cake guts. So cake guts sounds a bit better. Check this out. Look. They look insane. This is like a proper chicken nugget meal with my fries. Look at that. They've actually firmed up from being fried. They've strengthened. And do you know what? I've got the teeniest bit of sugar there. I'm just sprinkling it on to make it look like salt. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just dipping my chicken nugget into my sauce. This is so weird. I'm totally going to mind trick the girls with this in a bit. Someone just tweeted me, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm pugging it. I'm stonking it was another one. I already wrote it on the box, sorry. Add in the salt to those fries though. This is just fried cake. Doesn't taste anything like a French fry. My mind is so confused. It's kind of like a donut, really. The nuggets interest me because there's a little bit of flavour in there. Let's try it without the jam. I dunked it in there first. The texture of a nugget. And then it's just cake. Cake with an added crispiness. There's a little bit of cinnamon in there. Maybe a bit more next time. But look at that. This is an amazing prank to play on your friends. I've seen people that make chicken nugget cakes savoury style, but now you could flip reverse it, make these and do them sweet to catch them out again, so it properly is a cake. With the jam, which I've just spilt. Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh. Right, I've got to save these because I really, really want to see the kids' reaction. But just before we do, if you haven't subscribed already, please consider pressing that subscribe button to be notified of all new uploads. And if you have a Barry's Try suggestion recipe, anything that could be a top one by a top chef, it could be one by some crazy website, leave me down below a message or on your social media choice, and maybe I'll try it out. Right, kids' reaction. I'm looking forward to this.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
Right, Phoebe's not here, is she?
No.
So we're stuck with you two.
Yeah.
What are these?
Good. Chicken
nuggets, chips,
fries.
and this is brown sauce. I'm thinking that's mayonnaise and that's ketchup.
Okay. Funny looking mayonnaise, right?
Yeah.
It tastes like cake. It tastes like a chicken nugget.
Can I dip?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Nutella.
You mean brown sauce?
Barbecue. Oh wow.
Do you like it?
Oh, yeah, let's try this.
It's weird. I've never fried cake before. I feel like I want to fry everything now. Is that weird?
It's cake.
Yeah, it's a cake chip.
You said it was really chips.
Yeah, with salt on it, but that's sugar.
I knew it was sugar.